Tuesday, 11th of February 2025. Join me in Miami, South Beach in Miami. So left Atlanta today, stopped with a flight, got the wrong flight time. Thought my flight was at 4:30. It was actually at 11:30. Got to the airport at 10 to 12, missed my flight. Not great. Anyway, managed to get myself sorted, went via Nashville, flew Atlanta to Nashville, short layover, and then Nashville down here to Miami. To Southwest, and I think that's the first time I've ever flown Southwest. I've not flown like a while. And it is absolutely fantastic. Didn't even have to pay extra for the change in flight, free Wi-Fi, free live TV, drink. Staff were lovely, like just incredible. Like, I think in Europe you don't have that kind of mid-tier of airline. You have EasyJet, Ryanair, and then you have like BA. There's no like mid-tier. That is a downside of buying those types of people, because if that had been Ryanair or EasyJet, then I would have been charged. So not ideal, but it is what it is. Thankfully, Southwest were very accommodating and we got it sorted. Quick backtrack to Atlanta, great place. Like I said, worth 2 days. I think the only thing that's really hard about America is like anyone who thinks that America is the greatest country on the planet is just delusional. Levels of homelessness, the levels of, I got approached about 3 or 4 times asking for money, and it was like harassing. It was just in front of me giving me money. Like, the downside of trams and the metro was that after like 9 o'clock, the trams just turn into housing accommodation. It's so bad, and it's just like literally so many people asleep on trains and just kind of that's the home. And I don't know, I just think it's unacceptable for a country as good as America and as kind of world dominator in terms of being a country as America. I don't know how it sits well. Got to Atlanta, we drove from the train station to my Airbnb, and I just remember seeing 10 after 10 after 10, and it was just ridiculous. There's anything like it. This really struck me this trip. I don't remember it being so bad last time I was here. Admittedly, the last time I was here was Vegas and LA. I remember LA being quite bad, but I don't remember Vegas being as bad. But I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if that's because of COVID. So just a bit of stark, sort of sad reality situation in America. It's an amazing place, but it just has its problems. Social welfare system, or the social welfare kind of system / state, it's just non-existent, and it's sad really. And I'm not saying the UK is worse, any better. I think it is slightly better, but it has its own problems. But levels of homelessness I've seen here has just been kind of ridiculous. Anyway, that wraps up Atlanta. As an individual, I can only document what I see, and it's just very, very frustrating and such a shame. I eventually arrived in Miami, checked into my hostel, so I've gone from an Airbnb to a hostel, business class Airbnb hostel. I'm hoping it's gonna get better. So I'm in South Beach at the minute, just over Miami City Center. I'm here for 3 nights, and I moved to Miami City Friday. So South Beach is like, it's not easy to get to with public transport. Obviously I don't have a car, so I was like, I'll stay in South Beach for a few days. So I'm just on Lincoln Mall now, Lincoln Mall Road, just loads of shops and stuff, so just having a wander. Dinner, it's so expensive here, which I don't like. Very, very expensive. It's just almost like ridiculous. First thoughts is that I think I'm gonna like this place. Just, it's my kind of vibe. Lots of people knocking about, beaches, stuff to do. So yeah, looking forward to exploring over the next few days. Head down, this is Lincoln Mall now. So I got distracted, I was talking to someone. So just gonna head back to my hostel now because it's quite late. It's like 9:30, so just wanna go and chill and then try and get up early tomorrow and crack on and get some stuff done. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like Miami. I had a feeling I was beforehand. So let's head back to the hostel, and I will catch you probably tomorrow now. But I just wanted to open the video today. So catch you in a bit. Okay, Wednesday, 12th of February 2025. First full day here in Miami. So excited to be here. Wanted to come here for a while. I think I mentioned this last night. I can't remember what I said last night. I cannot remember because it's on phone. So I can't remember. So if I repeat the same thing, then edit it out. But anyway, I'm in South Beach. So I'm staying in a hostel about 10-15 minute walk that way. So I'm basically walking down South Beach towards like the end of it, and there's a park called South Point Park, and my plan is to get a bike and cycle all the way up along the beach. For those who don't know, Miami Beach is like separate to Miami City. I think I mentioned this last night. My plan is, like I said, spend 3 nights here and then go over to kind of the city and spend 3 nights there and do everything in the city. Also want to try and do an Everglades tour as well, so I need to try and book that at some point. First thoughts, why people like it here. Well, it's very warm, the weather's nice. It's a lot. South Beach is very clean. Homelessness, drug use, etc. It's kind of rampant around basically all of America. Really nice spot, South Beach. I made it to the beach yesterday, but I couldn't see anything, so I'm gonna have a pop up today in the daylight. Last night I didn't do anything, just went to bed quite late, and then back in hostels, and I forgot, like, when you've been in Airbnb, I just forget, like, I actually don't think I like hostels anymore. Hostels allow me to travel the world a lot more and on a budget, so it means I can do more trips per year just by staying in hostels and, taking all the cheap flights that I do. So it's a sacrifice, but I think last night I really realised, oh my god, I hate hostels. And I was in a 6-bed last night. I think it's more the case this guy was like having a phone call at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, mate, what are you doing? Like, it's 4:30 in the morning, but hey, this is the life. This is why I can actually, you know, afford to be at Miami, because it's just, I think that's the one downside about here. Expensive. And it's like, it's an expensive where it's like, I can understand it being expensive in, you know, like Dubai or like London, where like ultimately the rents are high, but it is expensive because it's Miami, and obviously rents are high and the location, and you know, people want to live here and stuff, but it's almost like unnecessarily expensive, almost verging on taking the piss. You know the word for it. And it's not, I paid like £20 or £19 for a burrito, which is just sickening. Like in the UK, you probably pay about 14, 15. Like, it's not a huge amount, but over the course of a trip, so if you're here a month or 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever, that does add up per meal. So it's little things like that, and then the hotels are obviously extortionate. That's why I'm Airbnb in it and hostel in it. I would have liked to hoteled it, but as like a treat for my 30th, but just couldn't justify it. Could not justify paying £200 a night for a hotel when you're there like, just for sleeping. The other thing as well, that obviously I've only been in a short time, like overnight, but it's like you can get more bang for your buck or have a similar experience elsewhere in the world. For example, like I'm just in Cape Town. Cape Town, you're having probably a similar kind of lifestyle experience, but your costs are a lot lower. But obviously Miami's Miami. Like, it's famous because of it's Miami. Like, everyone wants to be here. So you also understand that. But can you get an equal experience or bang for your buck? Let's say you're trying to live somewhere similar. I think you can. But like I said, I just need a bit more time in Miami to try and get a feel of it. I've only done kind of, well, not done much. But anyway, like I said, plan, I'm going to keep walking down the street. So the beach is over there, it's literally like one stop over there. So we're going to walk all the way down to South Point Park, and then we're going to get a bike, and then we're going to basically, like I said, come back up the coast. So that's the plan for this afternoon. In fact, we're going to get one of those city bikes there. So we're going to get one of those and we're just going to go. So let's crack on. A bit more walking to do. It's a nice day. Need to quit my complaining, but I'm not complaining, it's more just my own kind of feel of a place. Like I said, I do think when I like Miami, it's my kind of place. Weather, beaches, nature, being outdoors, sport, health and fitness, so I think I'm gonna like it. Anyway, let's crack on. First stop, South Point Park, and then we'll try and find a bike and work our way up the coast. I will catch you in a bit. So this is South Point Park. Lovely view over to the side. You also get a nice view of kind of the city centre of downtown Miami. I'll show you in a second, but this is the park. And then downtown Miami's over there, but I'll go around, I'll show you. Some of these boats. Incredible. So nice. It's like the perfect setting as well, like the Miami backdrop. So cool. Okay, so we're here. This is... Oh, I can't see the sign. Can't see the sign. I think I'm on 41st Street. So we've gone all the way from South Point Park down the bottom to here on the bike. Some nice little spots. So I'm going to basically turn around because I've got like 25 minutes left on this rental. So I'm going to turn around and go back towards my hostel. Whenever I basically run out of time, I'll drop the bike off and then I'll park the bike in one of the kind of bike hold things, and then I'll bike docking station, sorry, that's the word, and then I'll walk back. So that's the plan. It's been a really nice cycle. I haven't really looked at the beach much. I went on at the start, but it's quite difficult when you're on the bike, but I can't just jump on and have a look. Right, let's keep going. So I'm going to turn back round. We're still on South Beach. I'm going to back down towards my hostel. In fact, I'll show you the map so you guys get a bit of context. See the red dot, and I'm trying to get to like where Flamingo is. That's kind of where my hostel is. And that blue line is like Lincoln Mall, where I was last night, Lincoln Road Mall. So probably is, I think my plan will be try and get to Lincoln Mall and then grab a bit of late lunch there, I think. So I'll catch you shortly. Right, we are done. Just drop my bike off. Oh, I'm tired. That was nearly 55 minutes of just pure cycling. Good fun though. You can cover a lot of ground, and great thing about these bikes is that they are relatively affordable versus everything else here. But they're all over the city, so it's not just South Beach. You can go into the city, Bricknell, Miami downtown, Little Havana. They're everywhere. So what I potentially could do is cycle all the way from here to Miami, like to Miami City Centre, base paths. So I might potentially do that. It'll be tomorrow, day after. Just kind of see what it's like, etc. Anyway, I'm tired. I need to get a drink because I'm quite thirsty. So I'm gonna get some drink and some food. And right, lunch done. Had a Subway because I'm in a bit of a rush because I'm going to play volleyball. But a 6-inch Subway has just cost me nearly like £9. No double meat, 6-inch. Like, it's just extortionate. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't feel full after it, but it's just so bad here. It's horrendous. It's just in terms of how expensive stuff is. There's no justification for it, and I don't like complaining about the cost of stuff. But when you're like taking the piss, you've got to say something. I have to just say something. If there's anything else I can say. But hey ho, that is life. Right, this is Lincoln Road Mall. So I was here last night, I was all the way down there. Go to a 7-Eleven to get a drink. What's that? Across the street. And then gonna go and head to the volleyball courts and see if I can play volleyball, because I think people in the hostel play volleyball. So we're gonna head to La Volley and play La Volleyball. I will catch you there. Right, so this area is called Loomis Park. It's quite cool. So you've got like a beach over there, and you've got all these little cool buildings. I think they're like Cuban inspired, but I've been seeing a lot of them over in South Beach. So it's like Cuban inspired. And then just in front of me, which you guys can't see, is like an outdoor gym. So similar to Muscle Beach in LA, they've got a kind of a similar kind of setup here, but it seems a lot better, a lot more well maintained. And then as well as that, they've got like volleyball courts, etc. So we're gonna go and attempt to play some volleyball if I can. If not, it's just nice to come down. It's quite a cool little spot. You've got a bit of everything: bars, restaurants on the road, and you got the beach over there, and you got loads of people just being active out here. So a bit further down, get hit. So a bit further down you've got this. So this is Miami Beach. Plus you've got like calisthenics, you've got like weights, you've got all that sort of stuff there. Then you've got the volleyball courts there. And then if you go right to the end, there's like bench press, chest press, shoulder press, that kind of stuff. All with weights, which is fantastic. So I've said before, I love the UK, I love Manchester, but this for me is the one thing it just doesn't have. Never going to be playing beach volleyball on a Wednesday night in Manchester. It's just never going to happen. It's never going to be like a Wednesday night I'm going to go to the beach. It's just never going to happen. And I think this is the one thing I kind of struggle with life, is like, I know like Manchester is home and it feels like home and it's a place I want to be. And ultimately you have a career, job, life, etc. there. But there's this kind of itchiness within me that I need this. I want this in my life. But then I know like I couldn't live in Miami, I couldn't live in Cape Town, I couldn't live in Sydney full time. I know that it's not me. So then it's like, well, how do I create this life where, you know, in the UK winter, I can come out here and be in an environment like this? Because for me, it's good for my soul, and that's the real challenge. And obviously, when you have more responsibilities, it's a bit more difficult. So if you have, like, you know, a job that requires you to kind of be in one place, like being a pharmacist does, that doesn't achieve what I want out of my life. And I think that's one of the reasons why I went into property, is because I know that ultimately if I want to get away in the middle of winter, I can come away. And obviously we're still in the really, really early stages of that, but that for me ultimately what it's about. Like, that's my dream, like part of what I'm looking to achieve. Like, being able to, I think I mentioned this in Cape Town, like being able to base myself in one place for like a month and just kind of like make it a bit of a base, a bit of a home. And who knows, Miami could be that place because it's only 8 hours. I don't think it is, personally. Mainly because of the cost. I think it's just extortionate. That's the biggest thing. It's just, I don't think you're not getting your bang for your buck from what I've seen so far. But somewhere like Sydney or somewhere like Cape Town, possibly. Who knows? I'm leaving Miami open-ended. I think it does have potential, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is what I miss about kind of Manchester just doesn't have this life. This would not be happening on a Wednesday night in the middle of summer, or even a Wednesday night in the middle of winter. So, food for thought, and this is one of the reasons why I travel, is like exposes yourself to kind of different things and different thoughts, and ultimately makes you question kind of a lot of things about life, the way you live life, and what I'm actually trying to achieve. I don't want life to be a case of just kind of surviving. You want to be thriving, and ultimately you've got to be thriving and trying to achieve what the life you actually want. Are you working towards the life you want, not the life that kind of society expects of you or others expect of you? And that for me is one of the biggest challenges, because you're constantly reassessing. Yeah, where am I heading? Is it right? It doesn't feel like other people aren't going down this path. Does that mean it's right? And then you kind of second guess yourself. But I don't know. This is just a ramble, but maybe someone got something from that. Ultimately, I think I'm trying to design a life that I actually want, not what society tells me I should have, and kind of society expects from me, because I don't want that. Yeah, I want to be able to come to Miami in the middle of February and have fun, for example, and not be too worried about lots of things. So anyway, that's a ramble.
Ahí viste el río Miami, el pequeño río Miami que atraviesa la ciudad.
13th of February 2025. You join me here, Everglades Holiday Park. So today we're doing like a hovercraft, which is over there, over the Everglades. So looking forward to it. Gonna go and see some crocodiles. I've seen one already on the bus. See some crocodiles. What did I do last night? Last night I went for dinner, went for Mackey's ice cream, and then chilled. Got chatting to someone who bumped into someone from the plane, so we was chatting to them early night. And then today, woke up early-ish, got a bit of breakfast, and then we had about, say, an hour's drive from South Beach to the edge of Miami to the Everglades. And we're here at the Everglades Holiday Park. So gonna be trying to see some crocs, holding a croc, trying to avoid being eaten by a croc, kind of like the plan for the next few hours. So if I don't die, don't lose a leg, don't get my arm chopped off or eaten, Everglades like the big thing, kind of one of the big things to do here. I think that's the one thing I've kind of noticed about Miami. There isn't actually a lot to do. I've got a list of stuff, but a lot of it's just like go to the beach or go to a park or do that. There isn't any like sights. It's not like London where you've got London Eye, Tower of London, Tower Bridge, Buckingham Palace, Embankment. It's like you've got loads of things to do, whereas like in Miami it's kind of just like chilling. A lot of going out, but obviously not been out yet, but that's for the weekend. All the touristy stuff done before I full send this weekend. I'm gonna stop rambling. Next scenes will be somewhere on a boat, so I'll catch you shortly.
So this will give you time to take out leather rope, do a couple wraps, tie a knot. So he's got 40 teeth on top, 40 teeth on the bottom. If you look in the back of the throat, you're gonna see he has little to no throat opening. He's got an oversized palatal valve for a glottis, and that actually allows him to capture his prey underwater without drowning. He usually then surface above the water, swallow that prey whole. Now, I'm gonna go ahead.
Right, we've just done the alligator show. Really interesting, scary. Don't know, just you worry when there's a guy 2 feet from an alligator. Now we're gonna have a look at a baby alligator and a snake. So let's go and have a look.
Nothing in that one.
Look at this one.
Day turns tonight. So back here at Loomis Park, volleyball is, and the gym. Totally different at night, like it's all lit up. I'll turn you out, all the restaurants and stuff are lit up. Weird, it's like there's something in the air. Really different from when I was there last night or yesterday evening. Just want to quickly round up today. Did the Everglades tour. That was good. It was, I'd probably give like a 7 out of 10. It was like an hour and 20 to get there. Boat ride was okay, but it's just, you saw one crocodile and it was like, right, you've seen one crocodile, one alligator. There's another alligator. And then once you reach like the 3rd or 4th alligator, it's just another alligator. Obviously it was quite cool being on the water, I mean Everglades of course. It was really good when it was like, when he was proper had his foot down, we were flying through the water. That was incredible. Towards the end, it was just like, I'm just bored of this now. We've seen like 4 crocodiles or 4 alligators. I'm kind of done. After that, we went to like the show. The show was quite cool. Again, it's just like ideas on like social media, like crocodile taming, is that the right word? Being like eaten, like being attacked. So I just are nervous about that. And honestly, the alligators look pretty like docile, pretty chill, but I don't know, it always makes me worried. I never know if they're gonna come up and bite him. You just don't know. Overall, was good. I'm glad I did it. After that, so you finished the show, which was very short. It just showed you different techniques to kind of and stuff to how to like tame him or her. And then there was like the back bit where it was like different enclosures. So they had there was like an albino alligator. They had some tortoises, a snake, just some random animals that were kind of there. That's it. And then you know that and got on all the way back, 45 minutes, whatever. And that was that. So overall, we'll give it like a 7 out of 10. I think it's worth doing. Never going to do it again, like there's no point, I'm not going to get anything out of it. So, was glad I did it, we'll do it once, but yeah, it's about 7 out of 10. Something around that. Then got back, went for some lunch, and then just been napping, so tired. Didn't sleep well last night, so just had like a nap, and then like an hour and a bit, and then just came out now, just to kind of get some steps in. And yeah, just have a bit of a wander, because obviously been cooped all day. Or like been in bed all like while napping, so I've just come out. Final kind of evening here as well, so just wanted to see what it's like, etc. Obviously tomorrow I move from here at Miami Beach to like Miami City Center, staying near Coral Gables, which is like 10-minute drive to kind of city center Miami, so not too far, but I know that this might be the last time I ever come here. As I said yesterday, there's better spots or similar spots on the planet that are just way more cheaper, way more cost effective, and you're getting the same thing. That sort of amazing lifestyle, but because obviously it's not too far from the UK, kind of 8 hours one flight, it is a nice option to have in especially in the UK winters, because it is just beautiful here. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that kind of rounds up today. I'm going to keep walking, probably just end there and turn back. So I'm going to keep walking and then head back to hostel, chill, and then maybe head out tonight. Probably not. Big weekend of partying, I imagine, so we'll see. With the hostel like doing a night, so I might just go make an appearance and then yeah, call it relatively early, we'll see. So I will catch you either later on or tomorrow. So I'm gonna have dinner shortly as well, so probably be tomorrow now. But if not tonight, I'll see you tomorrow.